Rich people are terrible with money and you shouldn't listen to their advice. So I saw this post going around yesterday. It plays into this like hustle culture mindset of like, oh gosh, if I could just like read the books that rich people read, if I could listen to the podcasts that rich people listen to, if I could just like get into the head of a rich person, then I, a person who was not born into generational wealth, could become a rich person. As though like rich people have some kind of like secret knowledge that you could just learn. And if you just learned that, you too would become wildly wealthy. I just tell you, I don't talk a lot about my day job on here, mostly because for legal reasons, a lot of what you say whenever you work in the realm of finance could constitute advice. And so I just don't say anything about it because I think that's better. But I've worked in like all realms of finance. I've worked in banking, I've worked in securities trading, I've worked in operations, I work in risk and like fraud investigation. I've also worked in wealth management, like financial advisory services. I've met like a lot of rich people, like rich and then like rich and then like, oh my God, like obscenely wealthy. Like I've met rich people, and let me tell you what they all have in common. They don't know how money works. They're very bad at money. Very bad. The number of times that I have had to explain like basic math to a rich person is what it's too many, one, and two, if I'm the one having to explain the math to you, that's a problem. You've got a problem because I hate math and I'm not good at it. But the problem that a lot of rich people have is that they also think, they have convinced themselves that they have some kind of like unique skill set or unique knowledge about money that keeps them rich. What they don't tend to want to acknowledge is it's either generational wealth or luck and privilege. And in all cases, they benefit from a tax code that keeps them wealthy. Like our entire tax system is built by rich people to keep rich people rich forever. There are so few people out there who like legitimately came from absolutely nothing and were able to like make like a huge deal of themselves. Most rich people either had some kind of leg up from generational wealth, or they got extremely lucky and had the privilege to carry that like spark of luck up into financial success. And even then, once they had the money, it's really hard to hold on to that unless you just like hire people who know what they're doing. Most of them only know how to spend money. They don't really know anything about like how the stock market works or how like investments work. Anyways, I just want to let you know, like if you're one of those people who is convinced that rich people have something that you don't have, they do. It's probably generational wealth. It's probably that they just come from money, because like a rich person's idea of financial advice is like, don't eat that toast and you'll earn a house or whatever. Because that's how they think. They think that you will always have a safety net because they have always had a safety net. I'll see these people on the internet who are like, I'm an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, you could drop me into any city in the world with no money, no connections, no anything. And in 6 months, I could be a millionaire. As though you could like ever get a job that like earns your way into $1 million or invest money in that short amount of time, like as though that's possible. Side note, I've never met anybody who said the words as an entrepreneur that finished that sentence in a way that didn't make me think that they had two brain cells fighting for third place. Rich people are bad with money. Don't listen to them. Listen to their wealth advisors. Thank you. Goodbye.